Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of I forgot what this thing's called. How to make your own travel business secret. I think I'm going to call it Time Rich Secrets. I'll change everything once I've sorted it out. Still confused about how I want to do things, so I thought maybe I'll just make this podcast and talk it out, and maybe that'll help. So let me. I think I said last time that I would tell you about my different businesses. All right, so basically, I've got two. All right, so one's SF nonfiction books, and that started out. The very first thing I did was write books. Okay, so I got this SF nonfiction books, and I've got the Survival Fitness Plan. The Survival Fitness Plan was the first thing I created because I wrote a book about survival fitness. If you don't know what survival fitness is, I'll explain it another day. Maybe tomorrow. And then, so I was publishing these books under Survival Fitness. They're basically training manuals, all right? Well, all right. Survival Fitness is about how to, if you're going to train physically, you might as well do it in things that'll help you escape your enemy, right? And initially it was like, it had two sections, fitness, and in the fitness section it'd be like parkour, self-defense, swimming, climbing, general health and fitness, and riding, mountain bike riding, right? Being the four or five most physical activities that you would use to escape an enemy, right? You're either going to fight or flight. So that was survival fitness, and I created all the training manuals for it. And then because that wasn't really making me very much money, and I needed money to live. So then, but it was selling a few things. So then I thought, hang on a minute, why don't I just start publishing books? Because that's what was making me money, right? Publishing on Amazon was making me money. So I was like, all right. And I didn't really have any direction with survival fitness. I know I still want to make it go further, a lot further. But I didn't know anything, and now I'm starting to learn more and more and more. So, but anyway, so then I created SF Nonfiction Books, and that was like a publishing company. And not only would I publish the survival fitness training manuals, I also published other things like just random stuff I wanted to learn. Like I published a magic tricks book and a card tricks book and what else? Some yoga books under a different name, and I even published things from other people, which I've since stopped doing because it was an experiment that didn't go well. I realized it was too much work for not enough reward, but it was things that I experimented with. So that's so they're my two businesses that I've got, is Survival Fitness Plan and SF Nonfiction Books. SF Nonfiction Books by far earns me the majority of the money at the moment because it's the steady income. So, and that's basically all from Amazon. But I want to get away from Amazon because if they decide to shut me down, then I'm done. Well, I'm not done, obviously. I'll just start something new. But if they decide to shut me down, I'll be in a pickle. Because I don't own that, right? Amazon can do what they want. I need something that I own. All right. So I've got all these ideas, and I want to do this Time Rich thing, which actually has been brewing for a couple of years, right? I actually first started writing it like five years ago, I think, more than 5 years. Anyway, maybe nearly 10 years ago. But so I think it's still in the back of my mind. But also, I still love the Survival Fitness Plan, and I want to do something with that too. SF Nonfiction Books. I don't want to do it anymore, and but I do understand that right now it's like I need it to survive. So here's what I plan to do, I think. All right. In the journey of creating Time Rich, first thing I'm going to do is figure out how to make SF Nonfiction Books. I've got one key employee that does everything for SF Nonfiction Books. Not everything, because I do like a lot of it too. And I think I can teach her how to do most of it, if not all of it. There are a couple of hurdles. One is she's not native English, and which wouldn't be a problem if she could speak English, but her English is not great. It's minimal, in fact. We communicate in Spanish, and my Spanish is almost terrible. So that's saying something about her English as well, I guess. But she's very, very smart, and she's very, very motivated, and she knows system. She's irreplaceable in my business at the moment. So I think, and I'm actually meeting her in Brazil in about a week, and we're going to spend about 6 weeks together to start new projects. We do this, like, we've been doing this once a year for a couple of years, just getting together for a month. But this time we're taking 6 weeks because it's Brazil, and we want to see Brazil. And so I'm going to try to figure out. So I knew what we were going to do. I did, and then about a week ago, when camp was winding down, and I was like the only one left, and then my business brain turned on again, right? And because I was in like lax mode during camp, which is why I love camp, because I just don't have to think too much. I just do. But now I'm back into business mode, so I've got all these ideas, and so I think the process or what I want her to do has changed. Even just today, I've decided that I'm going to get her to run it, and I might even give her like a big slice of the company, right? Like of that section of that business, maybe like 30% or something, or 25%. See how it goes, and then she'll take it over. All right, so that's the plan for that. I want to get that out of the way. That's the plan for the 6 week, is to get her to the stage where she is. Let me put this down and write this down for myself. All right, goals. Get. I won't say her name. Let's say her name's Amy. It's not. Don't worry. Get Amy to take over SF non-fiction books, and that's the 6 weeks in Brazil. All right, so that's stage one. All right, stage 2 is going to be start SFPs. What do I want to happen with Survival Fitness Plan? Well, all right, so at the moment, it's just a bunch of training manuals. I need it to be, or I would like it to be, so people can go and then systematically train themselves up in the Survival Fitness Plan. I know how to do it myself because I do it every day, but even it's not formalized. It's not properly structured. So I want a properly structured thing, maybe like a challenge. So it's like, here's a 30-day challenge. Or eventually, what I actually want is it to be an app, right? So people will go in there and they'll pay like $10 a month, right? If I model like Apple and that, they pay about $10 a month, and then every day. But the difference will be people just can't choose their workouts, right? Every day they'll get sent a workout to do, and it'll systematically train them in the Survival Fitness Plan. And then once they finish the core training, it'll have like a few levels, and maybe the first level will be free, right? Or 30 days free, or a free 30-day challenge. And then after that, it'll start the reoccurring payment. So that's stage 2. Stage 2 is to get SFP training schedule formalized. I'll rewrite it differently. Get formalize the SFP's training schedule, right? Or get SFP training schedule formalized. Turn into subscription app, right? Or even at the start, it can be even just a membership site with videos. So I'll put /member, and app will be better. Let's go for gold. Let's do it in the app. There's no mucking around there. I don't want to do a membership site and then turn it into an app. All right. Oh, and then what do I want to happen with SF nonfiction books is, so this is back to stage 1. What to happen with SF nonfiction books is that needs to be a subscription app too, because remember that if you ever listen to the first episode, the one of the key things to a time-rich business is to have it's a reoccurring income, right? Yeah. All right, and then stage 3. So this is just, and then stage 3 is the time rich training course. Yeah. So and that will involve me I'm tired all of a sudden. Sorry. That will involve me creating these mini businesses, right, to make sure it works, to get all the bugs out, and then creating the course. So I'll have to do the mini businesses. So actually all these stages are pushing me towards the time rich, helping me create the time rich training course, right? Because I'm going to figure out how to do it. Maybe not the first one, the stage 1 to take out SF nonfiction books. That is, in a way, there is a few of them, right? Because you're going to create these mini time rich businesses for each. How am I going to make that into a time rich business? The SF nonfiction books, it'll go from a monthly membership. Yeah. So, excuse me. All right. That's enough for today for this podcast. It's otherwise you'll be sitting here just listening to me think, and it'll be silence. All right. So, before I do the next podcast, I'm gonna have a proper plan, and I'm gonna tell it to you. So there you go. This was the planning of the plan. And then next time I'm going to have an actual plan. So tune in for that. And it won't be so disorganized, because I'll actually have the plan and I'll read out the plan to you. All right. That's it for today, guys. Sorry it was such a kerfuffle, but it has helped me formulate some ideas in my head, and I'm going to get writing. Right now it's about 10:20 at night. I want to knock it out by 11 and then get some rest. Today it was raining all day, and I just walked to like the town, Zocalo or whatever it's called, Zocalo. And I tried this thing called tacos árabe, which is basically Arabic tacos. That's the translation. And it was basically just like pita bread with meat inside it. Nothing special. I don't know why. It's like a specialty of this area. I guess it's special for Mexicans because they don't eat that type of bread usually. To be honest, I prefer normal tacos. That was just meat and bread. At least in normal tacos, you get the salsa. And yeah, and then tomorrow, hopefully it'll be a nice day. And I'm going to go exploring some more. All right, that's it for today. I'll speak to you next time with a plan, with a definite plan. All right, ciao.